check it out. I'm on the happiest assignment of my life. So many wagging tails and they have reasons to smile because this is now India's biggest animal hospital in Mumbai, and we're about to get a full tour of what this place looks like and what the state-of-the-art infrastructure is all about. So let's go in.
Spread across 2.2 acres and built at a cost of 165 crore, the facility is one of India's largest hospitals for dogs, cats, rabbits and other small animals. The USP is having 24/7 emergency service with state-of-the-art equipment that has been brought to India for the very first time.
Go back to the time when the first time the idea of an animal hospital actually came about.
Right. Mr. Tata's own dog Tito was suffering from a particular medical issue which didn't really have a solution that was present in India. So there was a particular freeze the joint kind of solution which was a bit medically advanced for our veterinary care system, and he had to fly him out of the country. So at that point, even though he fixed that situation, it stuck with him that why shouldn't our country have the kind of resources to deal with situations as complex as these, especially with the growing pet population.
So this is like an ICU for cats and dogs?
Cats and dogs, yeah.
Okay.
This is a mini ICU for the cats and dogs in which we can maintain the temperature as well as the oxygen and the humidity. Whenever they need the oxygen for 24/7, we can keep the dog and cat.
I like that they have little space to move around as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have to sort of put on
a mask for a 24/7 and they get it irritated with that. So this is like a good space for them. And we can put a dog also here. So this can be removed and like a big dog also can be accommodated. Yeah. And this is the first time in India we have this kind of machine.
I see.
Yeah.
I see a little one over here as well.
Yeah, so this is the ICU. If this one was not in the India, so they used to use this, in which we can a temperature and everything is set, and oxygen can be also provided in that. But this is an advanced one, and but the size is so small, so we can keep only kitten or something, but not for the larger animal.
Tell me something, a lot of times you must be getting strays, right?
Yeah.
And they don't have a name, you don't have an owner.
Yeah.
In those situations, what do you guys do? I saw a name over there which just said pehla.
Yeah, so whenever they found there, we can give the whatever the place from there, we can give, or otherwise Chintu Mini is the only common name we can give. Or otherwise, any film star name or any cartoon.
So once they are treated, what happens then? Once they are ready to go, but then they are strays.
Whoever the carer who brought to us, we generally call them, and if they pick up the call, we will hand over them or they can directly go to the state from where they picked up the walk. Otherwise, they are with us only.
Oh wow!
So we have a dicey over here. This is a dicey kitten, who was brought here for the a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, in which she was not peeing or pooping also, but we gave her 10 days and she literally come back with that, and right now she's okay and fine. But yeah, she's ready for adoption. So
anybody Daisy needs a home. If any of you want one, please come take care.
Pastry is an adopted indie, and a naughty one at that. One day at her owner's office, she ended up eating safety pins. Pooja rushed the 3-month-old to the hospital.
So I called up the receptionist via website and they said, yeah, you can get it. I was really freaked out because I was like, what if we have to do like surgery now? Because I was like, maybe that's the only way to get the pins out. If there are more pins, if there are no pins, then okay, good enough. So we got her here. They did the X-ray and they saw that there were more pins inside along with few stones. So they of course suggested that surgery as a last option. But then I said that is something that I want to avoid. So is there a way?
Yeah.
So they've suggested like a diet chart for 5 days, wherein she has to eat like 8 to 9 times a day, which is like a lot. So she's gonna fast them out. So they gave like a proper diet chart which we followed for 5 days. Then I got her here on 5th day. We did the X-ray and it was all clear.
Nice.
So for me, I think what helped is a way to find out that surgery can be avoided.
Mumbai pet parents could not be happier.
And I was so tired moving around here and there. It gave me, a sleepless night thinking about 1 month, how can I take care of him? So finally, Ratan Tata has already started an animal hospital. God bless him.
2 डॉग है. पहले मैं वहाँ पे लोकल में दिखाती थी. कुछ भी हो तो थोड़ी चीज़ के लिए एक्सरे वगैरह के लिए बाहर लेके जाना पड़ता था इनको. पर यहाँ पे सारी फैसिलिटीज़ है. सिटी स्कैन है, मल्टी स्पेशलिटी है डॉग्स के लिए, एनिमल्स के लिए. तो यहाँ पे आप अपने बच्चों को एडमिट करके साथ में रह के उनका ध्यान रख के पूरा प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट करवा सकते हैं.
The 5-floor Tata Animal Hospital has a capacity for 200 patients. It has advanced diagnostics like MRI, surgical facilities and even pharmacy services all under one roof. And led by Dr. Thomas, a British veterinarian who has relocated to Mumbai for this project.
Tell me the first time you got the call, you were told this is happening. Take us back then.
So I was, it must have been 2020. So it was about a week before COVID happened in the UK. And I was in a car park in Southampton and my mobile phone rang. And because I'm a vet, I always answer my mobile phone. And I picked up the phone and this voice said to me, have you ever considered working in India? And
what a pitch.
I answered the question, yes. No, I said, no, I've never considered it, but I might consider it. And I think it was just serendipity. And after 7 interviews later, here I am 2 years down the line. And we've been very surprised by the level of sickness of animals we're seeing. Some incredibly sick animals. I mean, I've seen maybe 2 or 3 spinal fractures in 20 years. We had 3 or 4 in 1 day here. So, I mean, the level of need is extraordinary.
Let's talk about cost now. It's this entire hospital has come out of a Tata Trust. What is paid, what is unpaid, and what is a footfall like at the moment in that ratio?
So we're a not-for-profit company. So whilst the Tata Trust has given a grant to build the building, my mandate is to make this a self-sustaining hospital. And that means I have to charge fees to some, and then I discount those who need it most.
Did you have a time to sit down with Mr. Ratan Tata? How was that like?
Well, yes. One of my interviews, my final interview, was with Mr. Ratan Tata. And it was lovely. It was nice to see and hear him articulate his own vision.
What did he tell you?
He talked at length about his own experience of the pet healthcare sector. And he was very clear around the difference with what he wanted us to do, as opposed to what other people have tried to do in the past. And he was very keen on this sustainable unit that looked at not just animals, but owners as well, that looked at that unit together. I mean, I don't think you can question his ethics. I think it'd be crazy to do so. But it was a really nice meeting. We have regular interactions. So Mr. Tata is the chair of the board of this hospital. So he's very involved. He's regularly having updates. So he's not just a picture on a screen. He's actively involved in the hospital, which has been really nice for all of the staff to know that this matters to him. Very pretty.
We're currently inside the emergency room.
Right now we are admitting with the 18 patient right now. So out of 18, there is a 12 of the sick pets and 6 are the on those like a pet we are facing. So the common problem remain like in the emergency room we are facing as of now is the like viral short of disease and like automobile injury. Most of them is the automobile injury, there's some brain infection, brain injury, fracture.
So a lot of strays as well who have been brought in?
Lot of strays. Right now we are having at least 10 strays in house. Right now we are treating them for the severe infection and disease also. So there are some kennels we are doing for the for the large animal facilities, and in there we can keep. Yeah. So this is the thing.
Oh, so that's an emergency.
While interacting with the doctors at the ER, we encountered an emergency case.
क्या हुआ शुभम?
Oh, this tree is vomiting, diarrhea,
Okay.
nauseating,
Okay.
she passed inhalation,
Okay.
loose motion,
Okay.
and then she collapsed.
Just start with IV fluid. The respiration rate 30, cardiac 140, mucous membrane, ecteric. CMM is more than 2 seconds. It could be good. Good boy, good boy. Just give me the crash. IV insurance.
Okay. Sorry, no. This was sorry, Papa.
A hospital conceived with Mr. Ratan Tata's quest for advanced healthcare for his own dog Tito has now turned into a special go-to place for all the wagging tails in our homes and on the streets. With camera person Prakash and Manas, this is Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor signing off.